الله 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 يا مولاي. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التحيات وأتم التسليم على الحبيب المصطفى وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وعملا متقبلا يا أرحم الراحمين. At the beginning, we will talk about fiqh. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the authentic hadith in the Sihah said, "من يرد الله به خيرا يفقهه في الدين." من يرد الله به خيرا يفقهه في الدين. The meaning of this hadith, if Allah wants something good to anyone, He will grant him with understanding of religion. That means if Allah loves someone, He will give him this understanding of deen. Indeed, a lot of people now, as I said now during the after Isha, they think themselves they know what is the right, what is the wrong. And ask a lot of people, who is your teacher in fiqh? Try to do this survey. Who is your teacher in fiqh? To be honest, I heard that I attend some classes in some masjid. I heard that from the TV. I heard that from the YouTube. Who is your teacher you used to attend with him or her to get this knowledge properly on the right way? From A to Z. Come to ask ourselves. So this is what I want to start with you. If you ask a lot of people now, what is your madhab? Oh, my madhab Hanafi, and you Shafi, and you Hanbali, and you... Did you read all the books or some books about this madhab? No. I know my madhab from my dad, because my dad is Hanafi, I am Hanafi. My mom is Hanafi, I am Hanafi. This is what I mentioned in the first class. All the people now, they like to get the easy way. I can't say lazy way. They don't like to attend, they don't like to get knowledge, even they don't like to tell them this right, this wrong. They always do search for what the suitable with them. If Shaykh Fadi say this loan is forbidden, okay, I will not attend with him. I will look at those scholars, they said this loan is halal, allowed to get this loan. Those shuyukh, mashallah, their knowledge is very wide. And this happened on the time of Sayyidina Umar. Sayyidina Umar, one day, there was prince of some tribe, and this prince converted to Islam during his Hajj. Someone is very poor, he touched his clothes, his gap. This prince turned to that one and slapped him. This poor man came to Sayyidina Umar, complained about this prince. Sayyidina Umar said to him, "Did you do that with him?" He said, "Yes." He said, you must to stand up in front of him and he will slap you as well. This, the adl, fair. This prince, he said, "Oh Umar, do you know who am I?" He said, "Yes, I know. But in the Islam, all of you equal. Even in this country, look, subhanAllah, this equality. all the people same. In front of the law, all the people same. Even the queen with the small one, same in front of the law. Subhanallah. Sayyidina Umar taught us how we have to understand the religion. This prince, he left the Islam and he went to Christian country. After few months, he realized he did big mistake. He lost this life and hereafter. This is what I want you to understand this idea. Sometimes we think we know everything, but when you sit in front of the ulama, you find a lot of knowledge. You don't know this knowledge. For that I said it's like a joke. If you attend the class and you find yourself, but seriously, because go to a lot of people, pray in front of me, you find them, their prayer is not right. Shaykh Fadi, no one say that. All the scholars they say that. All the scholars they say your wudu is wrong, your istinja is wrong, your prayer is wrong. Why you make the religion is very strict? No, very strict. This is the right way. This is the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I will start with this story. One day, there was A'rabi. A'rabi in Arabic world, to be honest, that man, he is new in the Islam. He came from the very far village or very far tribes and came to Medina, and he converted to Islam new. He doesn't know a lot about Islam. This Arabi, he heard that there was a man, he said he is the prophet. He believed in prophet and he came to masjid. The masjid not like this, just pillars and ceiling. He entered to masjid and he need to do pee. And he go to somewhere inside the masjid. He did that. Look, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with this situation, the Sahaba start to shout at him, and some of them he want to fight with him. So Prophet Muhammad says, sit down, don't do it, let him finish. Subhanallah. Ya Rasulullah, this najasa, let him finish. Don't disturb him, because this is not good for the body. Subhanallah. When he finished, called him, Ya Akh al-Arab, oh my brother, this is not good for this place. Because on that time, they do this everywhere. But with Islam, there are some places you have to respect these places. One of them, masjid. Same. Other Arabi came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is new in the Islam. He prayed in front of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Try to imagine this situation, brothers. This Sahabi came, start to pray. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was sitting in the masjid when this Sahabi start to pray. When he finished, he came to Prophet. He said, "Assalamu alayka ya Rasulullah." Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Wa alayka as-salam. Irji' fasalli, fa innaka lam tusalli." Brother, this from Prophet. Go back. You have to do this prayer again. This prayer unacceptable. Allahu Akbar. This Sahabi said, okay. He went back. He repeated the prayer second time and came to Prophet. He said, "Assalamu alayka ya Rasulullah." Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Wa alayka as-salam. Irji' fasalli fa innaka lam tusalli." Go back and do that again. Third time. After third time, he came, he said, "Ya Rasulullah, I cannot do that better than this. Please teach me." Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, on that time, he started to give him what is the right way to pray properly. Look at people now. If you say to anyone, Brother, this sujood is not right. If your sujood is not right, that means your prayer is not right. Okay, thank you. Does that make sense? Okay. Up to you. Brother, your ruku' is not right. Please correct your ruku'. Okay, thank you. Brother, your wudu is not right. I went with my student to wudu area. When I finished, I asked them, seriously, about 16 or 17, who did wudu like this? No one. One of them, he said, even I asked them, who taught you the wudu? He said, my parents. Are your parents, they do wudu like this? They said, no. I went with some friend in Umrah. You know, in Umrah group, they did wudu. I said to some of them, your wudu is not right. He said, this is what I learned from my parents. Ask ourselves now, who teach you the wudu? Pray. Yes, good to learn from your parents, but good to check if this wudu is right or wrong. If this prayer is right or wrong. It's not shame or not, don't be shy to get knowledge, brother. If you are shy in front of the teachers, you will not be good Muslim or you will not be scholar. You have to be strong. Ask, Shaykh, I did that. Is this right or wrong? Okay, I will correct you. If this right, I will say this right. If this wrong, I will correct you. This is what we need. And this is our aim from this night and from this class. Now, if I ask anyone to do Istinja, ask a lot of Muslims. I said that before. I have a class. Honestly, brother, inside the class, 4 or 6, all of them, they graduate from Islamic University. I said, please, who is ready to tell us what is the pillars of prayer? No one from those 6 replied right. What is the pillars of prayer? Qiyam, like someone gaze. What is the conditions of prayer? What are the conditions of prayer? Like this. Brother, if I say to you, every day I read this page, every day I read this page 5 times. And you will say, okay, can you read this in front of me now? Yes, 5 times I read this page every day. And when I start to read, all my reading is wrong. What you will say? How do you say you read this page 5 times? Come to ask ourselves now. If you pray every day 5 times, and you don't know what are the pillars of prayer, what are the conditions of prayer, you don't know if your prayer is right or wrong, how do you say you are Muslim? Does that make sense? I'm not strict, but I want you to understand, even mashallah, some of you maybe they know everything about prayer, about conditions, about pillars. But our job, we have to teach other people as well. This is the aim from this night. So we will start, inshallah, with something very easy, inshallah. You know Istinja? All of you know this word, Istinja. When you go to toilet, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I will say the main points. If you have any question, please don't be shy. Raise your hand and ask me. Okay? I don't like just I will talk and you listen. Try to be active with me, inshallah. So, if you want to do wudu, or if you want to go to toilet, you have to do istinja. You have to clean yourself. In the toilet, we have some sunnah. All of you know, you have to enter the toilet with left hand. And when you go out, you have to go with right hand. And before you enter the toilet, there is dua. There is dua. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi والخبائث. This dua to avoid you from shayateen and jinn. Okay? Subhanallah, you have to realize this idea. I saw in some videos, when they explain this, they don't explain this properly. Some people, they take off, especially inside their house, they take off all their clothes before to enter to toilet. This is wrong. Even if you are inside your home. If you are alone, no problem. But if you are with your family, with your children, this is not right. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he did this when he went away, or he came down on the floor, then he take off his thawb, his clothes. I saw in some masjid, some, trust me, all adult, he take off his trouser and his awra is clear in front of the people. Why? He wait to enter to toilet. Is this the way of Islam? Brother, you have to hide your body. Oh, I'm waiting in the toilet. Not like this. Even inside your home, with your children, you have to be very polite. This is the way of Rasulullah. Keep your clothes. Okay? When you enter to toilet, even some people, they enter to do shower or do toilet without clothes. This is not a good way. Because I will explain something is very important. If you find that suitable to media, keep it. If you don't find it serious, you can't take off. Very important idea, when you enter to toilet without clothes, you allow to jinn to play with your body. Some people, I explain to them many things. They say, Shaykh Fadi, sometimes you do this wrong ada beside the bath. You enter to bath, nothing. Inside the bath you find yourself, you like to go to wrong way. What happened? Before toilet, before bath, nothing. Why inside? Because you take off all the clothes. And this was Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said in the hadith عليه الصلاة والسلام ستر ما بين أعين الجن وعورات بني آدم إذا وضعوا ثيابهم أن يقولوا بسم الله أعوذ بالله من الخبث والخبائث. When you say that, no one will enter with you. Do you understand me? In the other madhab, they prefer to put something on top of your head, like even if you enter the toilet. Not in the bath, definitely you have to take it. Okay? So, if you enter to toilet to do this, the best way, nowadays you have this called English toilet, I don't know for this. But in the Europe country, you know, this normal toilet. I hear here they call Pakistani toilet, yeah?
Indian toilet.
Sorry?
Indian toilet.
Indian toilet. So this toilet, to be honest, this is better than the English toilet. You know why? When you sit in the toilet, you have to keep your weight on the left leg or on the left foot, and keep the right little bit higher. Why? This easy to keep that go out. Don't any trouble, without any trouble. This is very important idea. Okay. Nowadays you find a lot of people, they complain for the problem in their stomach. When they went to toilet, they don't get this properly. I don't know what happened. Go to normal toilet. Do you understand me, brother? Do you have any question for that? Then, when you finish, this is very important. Nowadays we have, alhamdulillah, water in everywhere. But even in here, you find, mashallah, some, there is Islamic shower or Islamic bath. This is good. But somewhere you find just tissue. If you can bring with you like small bottle of water, this better. If you cannot, You can clean yourself with this tissue, but you have to be careful when you clean. Because the Sahaba on their time they clean with the stones. Yeah, they take 3 or 5 stones and they clean their body with this way. If you have water, better. Here you have now this tissue. This tissue is good, but you have to know how you use this tissue. You have to teach your children. This not. I ask my student here, please teach you that no one, when you talk about puberty or the shower for this puberty, did you get this knowledge from your dad or mom? No. From where? From friends. If your friends, they will talk with this way, maybe they will get your son to wrong way. Does that make sense? So for that, I prefer you teach your son, your daughter. I'll say to your wife, please, you have to teach my daughter this issue about the tahara, purity. Okay? Don't leave that, okay, well, I feel shy in front of my son. No, I will teach him. Come, this will happen with you. You have to be careful for this and that. Do you understand me, brother? It's a very important idea. Even if you have a brother and your dad, your mom, they didn't do like this, I prefer to explain to your brother better than to hear from, better than to leave them. They will hear from some people outside. Maybe they teach them wrong way. Okay? When you finish, brothers, the best way to do that 3 times minimum. If you have water, when you clean with water, brother, very important to understand this idea. Good if you move little bit. You call tanahhuh. That means if I sit in the toilet, when you finish and you clean, try to move little bit. 90% you will find something come out. Do you understand me? On that time you will clean it, and on that time you are clean 100%. Look at a lot of people, they finish, they clean their body, when they stand up, you find something come out on the underwear or on the clothes or on their body. On that time, this najasa. Okay? This very important idea. When you finish, you have to move little bit and allow to that. Even if you stand up, if in the English toilet, you have to stand up little bit and come down before to wear your clothes or before to finish. Then clean your body again and wear your clothes. I heard this question from Adit. He said, Shaykh Fadi, I will be honest with you. Every time when I take off my underwear, I find yellow color on my underwear. I try to clean properly, but I find that. This, because this is small tips or small notes, you have to understand. If you do that, you will keep your clothes clean. And other idea, every morning when you wake up, you have to go to bath. Even if you don't need toilet, even if you don't need that, you have to go to check your clothes. Maybe you get wet dream, you have on that time to find. Maybe you get that and this happen and you don't realize. This a lot of a question I get from this idea. Shaykh Fadi, I went back from my work at 5 o'clock. When I went to toilet, I find my underwear with the yellow color or this, but this not from the urine, this is from dream. That means I get a dream on the Fajr and I don't realize this after Asr. Do you understand me, brother? I will explain this issue as well. Young boy, men, or those in the teenager, this maybe will happen with you a lot. You wake up, wear his clothes to go to madrasa, to school. When he came baght, oh, I need the ghusl. I was with the wet dream, or I need this bath. So this is very important. When you wake up, directly go to check that, and the best way to change your underwear. The best way, after every morning, change that. Next morning, change that. You keep yourself and your body clean. Do you understand me, brother? Do you have any questions till now? If you are, sorry.
You said about the Istinja.
Yes.
If somebody cleans with just water, he cleans properly, but just with water, is it all right?
That's enough. The best way to clean with water. The best way. Some people, unfortunately, they say now they say you have to get these stones.
Yeah.
I went to some place in Syria. I find that man have like a hotel. He was very angry. He said, "What are those people? Why they bring the stone inside the toilet in the hotel?" Everyone he brought with him 7, 9 stones, and when they finished, they put the stones inside. It's not fair. When I discussed with them, he said, "This is the Sunnah." Mother, this Sunnah. Even Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, when he found the water, he used the water. Because the water is the best way to get clean. I will explain now. I don't like to put this, even in the Madahib alhamdulillah, they explain to us how to clean your body with a stone. There is a special way, but I will explain to you now. If you are in the hot weather, there is way, and if you are in the cold weather, there is way. If you are in the hot weather, look, you have to start from back till in front. Then because you used minimum, always you used odd number. 3, 5, 7, okay? You will use that from back till in front, then from in front till back, then from back till in front. Why? Because in the hot weather, I will explain that, these balls will be a little bit down. So if you get anything dirty, you will see that in the stone. You will get that on the... Subhanallah. Yes, we love sometimes, but look at those scholars, how they go ahead just to make you clever with your knowledge, with your religion. If the cold weather, you will start from in front to back, then back to in front, then from in front to back. Because in the cold weather, this will be a little bit come up. This small issue, but why I said this is what we have to know. Maybe you said, "Oh, I don't need that. I have water everywhere. I have minimum. I have tissue with me." Trust me, sometime you will find this knowledge suitable with critical situation. When I heard that from my Shaykh, I said, "Now all the people they have water." I went with my friend to trip. Subhanallah. During our trip, we went to mountain. About 2 hours during the way. After that, we do barbecue and we ate. After that, I said to him, "I need to go to toilet." He said, "No toilet here, Shaykh Fadi. Go, you have to apply the sunnah now. Go with the stones." Trust me, I went all the time. I said, "Jazallahu anna Rasulallah." He taught us everything. I thought, I don't need this because everywhere there is water. I will not take we have just 1 or 2 bottle of water. I will take them for my toilet and the people they stay without water. It's not fair. So I use this way. So good to know this knowledge. You don't know when you need this knowledge in your life. When you want this knowledge in your life. Yes.
What's the say we're in the United Kingdom? What's the method of doing Istinja? How would you recommend it?
Good. In this country, if you have water, this is the best. But Very important idea. When you use the water, I see a lot of people, they use the water, they turn on the tap of water like 1 inch. 100% is wrong. You have to use the water very, very little. At the beginning, very important idea, brothers. When you want to clean your body with your hand, some people, I will not put my hand there. Brother, this come out from your body. Does that make sense? You have to clean your body. You have to use your hand, and you have to clean your body with left hand. Okay? When you before you put your hand there, I'm talking if you want to do istinja with water. Do you understand me? Before you put your hand directly, you have to put little bit water in your fingers. Very important to make your fingers wet. Because if you put your fingers directly to clean yourself, this dirty will come inside the cells. You find some people, even if they clean their hands with soap, with everything, you will find still there is dirty smell. This because you don't put water. Better, when you want to clean yourself, put little bit water in your hand. This water will come inside the cells. With this situation, you will not get this bad smell in your fingers. Do you understand me? Do you know this before? Who know this idea before? Raise your hand, please. That means no one will get this 100 pounds. Seriously, very important to put water before to start. I have this question many times. Shaykh Fadi, I clean my hand with you call hand wash, with liquid. Everything, liquid soap. You have to put little bit water. You don't need anything after that. Just wash your hand with water, that's enough. When you use your hand, try to don't be musrif. Don't use a lot of water for something. You don't need that. Little bit water and clean your body. Clean your body 1 time, 2 times, 3 times with this time. Exactly like, but with your hand. Other idea. All of us, we know ourselves when you do this, when you go out to toilet, you find yourself, if this, I will say that, لا حياء في الدين. If you find you put this issue out, is little bit liquid, you have to clean it properly, because sometime when this come out, you will make spray. Seriously. Sometime you wear your clothes, you find something on your bag here. Why? Because when you sit in the toilet and this come out, something come from the toilet to you again.
Yeah.
You understand me, brothers? You have to clean that properly. If this come out little bit salt, no problem, you have to clean yourself easily. Do you understand me, inshallah? Any question for that? Sorry, yes.
Let's say you can't find any water and you just use tissue for istinja, then would you become nabak?
I will explain to you, inshallah. Just I will finish for the water. When you finish from this, okay, and you wear your clothes, very important, if you use the water, if that possible, to dry this place. Because sometimes this water with something dirty. Or stay like 10 seconds. When you finish, stay like 10 seconds. After that, put again little bit water to make sure this 100% clean water. If you find that, because some people, they wear their clothes, he finds some water in their underwear. Oh, Shaykh Fadi, is this clean? I think this not clean. Okay, this is the best way to make yourself relax. When you finish, 10 seconds, then put new water, and on that time, even if you feel this water in your clothes, you will be relaxed. Do you understand me? Yes. Sorry, say again.
If you can't find water, then you use tissue for istinja, then would you become nabak?
If you use tissue, very important to realize this idea. Like stone. tissue, to be honest, will not clean like water, 100%. For that, in the Hanafi madhab, this allowed to you to pray even if you have najasa like this nail, or like you call dirham. Why? Because if you try to do the best to clean yourself with a stone, especially with liquid situation, this little bit hard. Okay, maybe you will use 7 or 9 and you find something. Do you understand me? Same in tissue, if you use the tissue, but tissue a little bit easier from the stone. Because why the scholars now they prefer tissue? Because some people they use the stone and they hurt themselves, to be honest. Okay? And even the stone, with some scholars, even in the Hanafi madhab, this stone will be with some characters, to be honest. I cannot use any stone. Do you understand me, brother? So when you use the tissue, your way to keep yourself clean. When you finish and use the tissue 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and you feel you are relaxed now, okay, that's it. Even if you find something in your underwear, like after that, on that time, when you go home, still your prayer is right. But you go home, change that, and if you say, I stay like this, on that time your prayer is still right. Do you understand me? Do you understand me, brother?
Yeah.
This, I'm talking, when the time finished.
We're going to get kosher.
Yeah, Bismillah. After food, inshallah, we'll continue.